It's common to see cars and trucks named after exotic animals. Nothing exudes or exemplifies power like a lean, muscular horse, a large cat, or a fish. Yes, a fish. Like the ferocious barracuda, the lean and sleek marlin, the dangerous mako shark, or the humble, bottom dwelling catfish. Okay, well, maybe that last one doesn't count. Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks. My name's Mike. If you haven't guessed it already, in this episode of Classic Kit Review, we're going to be talking about the mid-cycle refresh of the 4th Gen Camaro, produced from 1998 to 2002. I'll cover a brief history of the car, then we'll dive in to the kit itself. Thanks for stopping by today, and I hope you enjoy this episode of Classic Kit Review. Let's get started. The 4th Gen Chevrolet Camaro arrived in 1993 on an updated GM F-body platform and remained true to its roots, offering two-door coupes and convertibles with a choice of a front-mounted V6 or V8 engine and rear-wheel drive. For the mid-cycle refresh in 1998, the Camaro received a facelift with a new front clip. This 5-year run of the Camaro is easy to spot on the street with its fish-like lower front fascia. The styling of the Catfish Camaro's grille was questionable when it came out in 1988, but quickly grew on fans. Certainly, nobody was complaining about the big boost of power under the hood of the Z28 and SS models. The SS trims received a slightly improved intake and exhaust system, bigger wheels and tires, a slightly revised suspension, different gear ratios for faster acceleration, and an arc-shaped rear wing for more downforce. For a fish, this car could definitely leave your competition high and dry. Unfortunately, 2002 was the last model year of the Camaro before an 8-year hiatus. But for the 35th anniversary, the Camaro did receive special anniversary badging and graphics. Revell Monogram brought the mid-cycle refresh of the 4th Gen Camaro to the small scale with the introduction of a Z28 in 1998, an updated SS version in 2002, and a Motor City Muscle 2'n1 kit in 2005. We last saw the Catfish Camaro in 2011 with a different Motor City Muscle box art. Although both AMT and Monogram released early versions of the 4th Gen Camaro, Revell, to this day, has been the only manufacturer to release a 4th Gen mid-cycle refresh, which, also coincidentally, happens to be the case with the sister car, the Pontiac Firebird, as well. Now that we have a little background of the car, let's dive in and take a look. So let's take a look at the Revell 35th Anniversary 2002 Camaro SS. Like most of my kits, this one too has been opened, but I believe it's complete. We'll picture the special stripes here. Look at that engine. Killer. And stripes continue on the back over here. Looks pretty good. Same box art on that side. All right. One of my absolutely all-time favorite Camaros. Ooh. Those decals have seen better days. That's okay. I got a fix for this. I'll show you guys in just a little bit here. Check out the body. Body looks pretty good. A little bit of sanding here in the engine bay, a little spillover from the molding process. Not too bad, nothing that can't be cleaned up. Side view mirrors are molded separately. A little bit of flash there, not a huge deal. A little bit in the back, not a big deal. You see the positive mounting locations for the bumper. Camaro, nice and prominent back there. A little seam that needs to be sanded off there. Not a huge deal. All right, let's take a look. See what else we get in this kit. Glass, all right. That was falling off anyway. Looks like there's a frosted border around the glass that should make painting easy. couple of scuff marks, those need to be polished out. On the inside, you guys can see we have looks like a dome light and a couple of visors. Pretty cool. Set that aside. The rest of this clear tree looks like we have some fog lights here and maybe some, there we go, some turn signal marker lights and headlights. Headlights are nice and clear. Looks like there are a couple of horizontal striations there. We also have these lights there and there. All right, the directions, we'll take a look at these in a little bit. Let's see what else is in the box. All right, let's take a look at this first tree, the interior tub. You see this is pretty cool. The door cards are molded separately. Nice texture back here in the back. And a little bit of texture up here in the carpet. The driver's side right there. All right, let's look at the rest of this tree. Let's turn it over. Looks pretty good. Here's a radiator, texture in there. The fans, those are nice and molded open. Looks like part of the intake with a hose on there. Here's the exhaust. The 2'n1. Okay, so that's the bottom of the muffler, and I'm guessing the top of the muffler is probably on another tree. Here's the front suspension. Okay, so you can see it has those pins. These are easy to move if you want to lower it, which, yeah, we may or we may not. The other thing you could do, it might change the geometry a little bit, is shave off that the top of that front suspension, make that sit up a little bit higher. All right, that looks good. I'm guessing these are the fans, probably to go in here. Those look pretty good. I like that tree. Let's take a look at the next one. Here we go, here's the chassis. Chassis looks good, a lot of detail in there, really like that. Revell does this, and I'm not crazy about it, where you have to paint the bottom of the interior tub. That's just the way they do it. It's okay. I just don't think it looks as clean when you have two pieces and they get glued together and they get painted. So if you guys build this kit, just make sure you paint the bottom of the interior tub. Yeah, you can see that. It's a good fit. Actually, it's a really good fit. And if you glue it just right and you clamp it down, you're probably not even going to know it's two pieces. Master cylinder here, that's two pieces. Okay. Not crazy about having the seam line down the middle like that. I'd rather have it horizontally, but that's the way it is. Let's look at this tree before we forget. Nice molded red parts, although they do look a little pink. But if I put my finger behind it, yeah, it looks red. So I'm guessing maybe a little bare metal foil on the back, or you paint, in this case, I'm guessing that's a center brake light. You paint silver behind it. I think it'll be just fine. But yeah, those have a little pink tint to them. All right, let's see what's next. Here's the top of the intake. That looks good. Some more belts, some more hoses. Looks like a little breather right down there. Oil pan, that looks nice and crisp and clean. Guessing this is the front of the engine. That looks good. And here is the engine itself. That looks great. More suspension pieces. Look at the detail in there. Can you guys see that? Man, right in here. Those are the coil packs. Is that what they're called? Those look great. Rear suspension, and then here's a support. I believe this is aluminum. I know the Corvettes have them. But yeah, the detail on here looks really good. Oh, and your color is not off. This mat is blue. Dark blue and light blue. So don't worry about that. Back seat, the detail looks really good in here. A little seam line just on the bottom of the seat there, not a big deal. Here's the seat backs, side view mirrors, stick shift, what everybody wants. Front seats look good. Here's a door panel. There's a little bit of texture up there. That looks good. The nose, those are molded open. You guys see that? That looks great. Rear bumper looks good. The dash, glad there's a decal. There is some detail under there, kind of hard to see. You're going to need to put a black wash in your vents here if you paint those any color other than black. But there is some detail, the radio and the air conditioning knobs and what have you down there. All that looks pretty good. And now these are the SS parts. That hood looks great. Really like that hood. Here's the other door card. Again, paint these and they slip right in. What a great idea. And then that spoiler. You guys see that? Yeah, spoiler looks good. I'd really like that spoiler to be a little bit taller. Like kind of a custom spoiler. I really wish something like that was included. But it's alright, it's how it is. And there is detail underneath the hood, so that is really sweet. Some texture, so that can be painted up and made to look real nice. Let's take a look at the wheels. We get two sets here. Obviously the chrome is very shiny. Here's the muffler. We did see the bottom half of the muffler a little bit earlier. Headlight bezels, those look great. There's texture in there. Those look really good. And then a couple of other miscellaneous chrome parts in here. So that's that. Let's take a look at the tires. The tires say Goodyear Eagle GSC. And they have quite a bit of detail on there. Let's take a look at the tread. Yeah, you guys see that? That tread looks really good. Trying to get in the light right there. Looks like it might be directional, and all four tires are the same. They come in that tree. So there you have it. That's all we have in the box. Let's take a look at the fold-up instructions here real quick. Okay. Typical Revell instructions. Really nice though. It looks like the wheel should snap on pretty well. Disc brake, so that's included. That's pretty cool. Exhaust shield, aluminum. See, I knew I was right. Rear springs and shocks. There's a rearview mirror. Frosted areas around the glass get painted black. Okay. Looks pretty easy, pretty straightforward. They want you to paint the inside of the seats a medium gray color. Those door cards just come right down and get in there. That's interesting. The master cylinder is attached to the brake. That is pretty cool. I can't say that I've ever seen that before. That's pretty neat though. All right. The view of the interior. Looks like we have a couple of decals that go on there. That's pretty neat. I like that. All right. Over here, you can see the horizontal striations in the headlights on here. So those are supposed to be here. That's pretty cool. And let's see. There's a decal placement. All right. That's that. Great looking kit. 35th anniversary Camaro. All right. So that's a look at this box. Let's take a look at this one. Okay. Very similar. I believe this is a newer release. This says copyright 2010. The other one says copyright 2002. So the only difference is the other one said it had 94 pieces. This says it only has 90. I don't know why. This says a 2-in-1. The other one doesn't say it's a 2-in-1. I don't know. You got me there. Same box art inside. And there's a look on the back. I kind of like those black stripes. Those look pretty sinister. How they kind of curve around the hood. Oh, there you go. Helps if I'm in camera. This is a new setup, so work with me. you can see that spoiler. I love that. That sits so high. It looks great. Okay, so again, when I said, let me take this off, I had a fix for the decals, I do. This is an expanded decal sheet, as you guys can probably see, and these look pretty good. Maybe a little bit of yellowing down here, but this one looks like it has a Z28 option. I don't know if the other one did. These decals look great. They look really good. We're going to keep them in there. I don't know if that helps or not. Let's look at the instructions. I'm guessing, okay, that looks good. That looks the same. Everything in here, hey, this one is packaged up. You know, I'm going to say this is all the same. Even the chrome looks the same. So let's not open this one up. There's really no need. Like I said, the other one says it has 94 parts. This one says it has 90. Let's see if there's a difference in the instructions real quick. The tires are directional, so just make sure you note that. Again, direction of the tread. There's the anniversary wheel, okay? So if you guys want to replicate that. Oh, look, there's decals for all of this stuff. Fantastic. Fantastic. That really makes it so much easier. And look at all the decals under here. That's great. And again, more decals for the interior. That looks the same. And here, detail for the back. I don't see where this is a 2-in-1. Maybe I missed it. But I'm guessing the SS is the only one that has this hood. And the tall rear spoiler. But I may be wrong. So here's the 35th anniversary SS edition. I'm guessing this is probably painted in red with the silver stripes. And then here's a regular SS and Z28. Okay. I don't know about putting the T-top decal on there. I'm not sure how that is going to look. I know it's cool. T-tops were very cool back in the day. This is probably one of the last cars to have them. You guys let me know. Let me know about the T-tops. Was this car in 2002 the last car to have T-tops? I'd be interested in finding out. Anyway, again, a fun kit. My suggestion, if you guys can find one, pick it up and build it, because who knows when this thing is coming back out. What an awesome, awesome looking kit. All right, hey, thanks for joining me on this classic kit review. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next one.